You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, reporting for Mobile Command. Gentlemen, the Disney franchise has successfully brainwashed millions, if not billions, of young girls into believing that they're princesses that deserve everything, which is why you have so many screwed up women running around. But there is a concept that Disney actually did get right. And from this article, you'd have to agree with me. And what is that concept? The concept of the wicked stepmother. Yeah. Oh yeah, gentlemen. You gotta love the cowardice of females in this particular grouping. Now, this article was published on the 4th of October. From the confessional, lots of moms admit they resent being step-parents. Gentlemen, if you know of a man that was lucky enough to get custody of his children and he's considering marrying another woman, you might want to point him to this article or show him this video. Yes, being a step-parent is hard AF, but for many stepmoms in our confessional, it goes deeper than that. Well. Isn't there a particular dating coach out there with the initials of DJ who put out, maybe it was a book or it was a video entitled Single Moms Are for Grown Men Only? Yeah. A way to shame men into accepting a group of women that they should not accept. But we'll go into that later. Let's face it, being a step-parent is no walk in the park. Entering into marriage with someone you love is one thing, and that's no easy feat either. Boy, I tell you, they're not pulling any punches when it comes to women and their complaints. But taking on their children and the baggage of your spouse's past, even if we all have one, can be fraught with stress, tension, and resentment. Now notice, you don't hear a lot of stepfathers out there confessing to stuff like this. But since these are women, oh yeah, it's all fair game. Be careful, gentlemen. Be careful. Step families are part of the norm and become more so each year in the U.S. The majority of families in this country have shifted from the strictly biological to divorced and remarried or repartnered relationships. Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you straight. Do not accept a woman with children. By everything that they're saying in this article, gentlemen, two can play that game. Yes, there are some, stepdads who actually do have good relationships with their stepchildren. However, that is not the norm. The norm is the stepdad is often very disrespected in his own home after taking on a woman who failed at her last marriage. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to this article. Though being a stepmom might be a commonality, no, it's not. No, you have way more stepfathers than you do stepmothers. And the out of wedlock birth rate across the board can definitely attest to that. The divorce rate can definitely attest to that. The fact that you have dating coaches out here that try to shame single childless men into partnering with single mothers can attest to that. But anyway, it's far from easy. The quote unquote evil stepmother stereotype will always likely persist, partly because of the pain of young children who don't know how to project it any other way, and partly because some stepmoms might play into it. Many do not, of course. Oh, of course they had to throw that little caveat in. Forcing a family structure is a breeding ground for resentment, though, from the kids and from the step-parents themselves. Frustration abounds, miscommunication thrives, and before you know it, everyone's unhappy. That's not always the case with step families, but it sure can be. Once again, this is a little taste of equality that women don't like. See, it's all fine and dandy to force through mental manipulation men into taking on the role of a stepfather. Mental manipulation, i.e. gaslighting, shaming, all that stuff. A real man will take care of a woman and her children. And you have women on dating sites. You have single mothers on dating sites outright saying, yes, we are a package deal. Wait, what? Oh, no. No. But gentlemen, it's up to you. Do not accept a woman with kids, and let her know it's time for men to be outright brutally honest. Oh, you're a woman with children? Nope, sorry. You don't qualify to be with me. No matter what you say, I refuse to accept a woman with children. You see, the younger generation of men are where the change is going to happen. They're not going to accept undesirable, low-quality women. Bottom line, love takes years to develop. And sometimes in step families, love doesn't ever develop between a step parent and a stepchild. And that happens. Step parents should not feel or be made to feel guilty for not instantly loving their stepkids. Oh, how ironic. Oh, gentlemen, this is going to be lovely. Make sure you download this video into your war chest. Oh, man. When they do, that guilt, particularly if it goes unaddressed or processed, can really sink into deep-seated resentment. Now, gentlemen, I'm going to go into the confessions of these stepmothers. And the wicked stepmother trope shines completely through. Let's get into some of these confessions. Confessional number 2579956. I don't hate my stepkids, but this marriage would be a lot easier if he didn't have kids with his ex-wife. Next confession. I resent having to spend even $1 on stepkids. Gentlemen. Oh, it gets worse. Number 3, had to pass on a wonderful opportunity working in Europe because of stepkids. I hope I won't come to regret it. It stings already. Step-parent life can be a real bitch. All the sacrifices to be with their wonderful dad. Having to make sacrifices for your spouse's children is tough. Tough AF. Number 4, as a childless, only child, I was so happy to move in with stepkids. I didn't know how detached I would feel and how I would sometimes rage inside. This shit is hard. Wow. Oh, number 5. I don't hate my stepkids or wish them harm. I just wish they didn't exist, is all. I know. If someone else said that, I'd be the asshole sanctimoniously crowing. Well, he had kids when you married him. I am a hypocrite. Oh, man, gentlemen, have you ever heard stepfathers say stuff like this? Maybe in private. However, stepfathers would never have a platform to just let it all hang out. But once again, when it comes to women, yeah, all bets are off. The next confession. My stepkids are the biggest downers. I really don't like it when they're here and they stink up my house with their shitty energy. This is women saying this. But yet, we're told that women are so loving and nurturing and caring. Once again, smoke and mirrors. It's also worth noting that having to adopt to one way of living without your spouse's kids around to living with them if you don't have them full time has to be stressful in its own way. Next confession. I don't want my stepkids around as much. They're sweet, but I need time with my husband. Their mom tries to interfere in our lives and uses the kids to do it. I'm tired of the whole mess. Next confession. After years of wishing my kid and stepkids were closer in age, I'm now really glad they're not. Stepkids are horrifically behaved, have questionable morals, and are assholes. If I never saw them or they never interacted with my kid again, it'd be fine with me. Next confession. I'm ashamed to admit this now, but husband having to pay child support, which in turn made me have to join the workforce and not get to be a stay-at-home mom for my own kids' sake like I had planned, made me resent the F out of my stepkids when they were little. The financial strain of child support seems to have a lot of moms on edge too. Wow! So they get to see from the other side. And she admits she has kids. So is she taking child support from her ex-husband? Looks like a Scooby-Doo mystery here, gentlemen. Next confession. While I have nothing against my stepkids, if I had known beforehand the financial stress husband's child support payments would cause, I would have said no. Next confession. I'm glad the stepkids are grown and that child support and visitation are a thing of the past. Every other weekend, I felt like my nest was being trampled on by another hen's chicks, and I hated it. We'll never tell H this, though. Next confession. I will always be resentful of the fact that I wasn't able to be a stay-at-home mom to my kids because of husband's child support payments. Just one of the many ways stepkids have fucked my shit up over the years. Oh, man. Wow. These women are truly going ham. Next confession. Once, when the stepkids were little, stepson announced at dinner, when mommy gets her paychecks from daddy, her and her boyfriend go to Reno for the weekend and we get to stay with grandma. The look on husband's face. This is why some men hate paying their child support. Bottom line, step-parent or being a step-parent, isn't for everyone. Last confession. I was so fucking relieved years ago when husband tried to go for full custody of the stepkids and didn't get it. I honestly think that would have ended us. Gentlemen, if you are a man that, despite all the odds that are stacked against you in the family court, and you got custody of your children, I would humbly suggest pulling out of the dating market completely. Just pull out of it. Do not bring another woman around your kid, because what seemed to be the common thing between all of these confessionals was I, as the woman, was not getting the attention that I deserve. And the fact that he has to pay money to another woman, money that I should be receiving. Yeah. Ultimately, this article shows the pure selfishness of these women. But yes, gentlemen, oh yes, us men, we're supposed to accept this bad deal and have no complaints about it. Gentlemen, don't. Do not accept these women who are bringing children with them. It is not your responsibility, nor should you make it your responsibility. It's not. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of single mothers would be pretty pissed if they came across this video. But hey, these are other women saying this. So you can't direct that smoke towards me. You want to get pissed off? Track these women down and get pissed off at them. But we all know how that works. But like I said before, gentlemen, if you are lucky enough to have custody of your children, I would highly recommend you completely exit the dating market. You don't want to bring a selfish being into your home. Now, I did a video on an ADA post about a guy who put the question to the public. Was he considered the asshole for telling his son to no longer respect his stepmother for the fact that she left him literally in a burning house? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I guess the wicked, evil stepmother trope really is actually a fact. Oh well, it is what it is. Read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is definitely on weakened legs, especially with things that are about to kick off in the near future. Oh yeah, things are about to get a whole lot more interesting. And with more and more men waking up younger and younger, I think it's time to retire the stepdad. These women want to be strong and independent. They want to be single mothers. You have women out here who are literally saying, I'd rather be a mother than a wife. Cool. Let them make their bed. Let them lie in it alone. So yeah, gentlemen, younger men, do not accept a woman with children. Because believe you me, now that we have taken a look into the other side, women will not accept men with children. Why? Because that focus is not going to be on her. And we know how women love attention more than anything. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am